Hey guys, this is me, Petros, and I just had to think of a I thought of a topic for a what if scenario. I know there was already a YouTuber that did this, and it's what if Vader lived after, of course, all the um, assuming this one dude who was on the only followed Vader because he was following Anakin. And he knew Vader was really Anakin. Um and let's say um if Vader lived, what would happen? One, and this could go two ways. And you probably saw the first way from that one dude, which is Luke would have to run away with Vader after all the medical droids were able to heal him. Um, and I'll even go back to what if Va- there was another thing I really liked. What if Vader? I mean, we know that this wouldn't have happened, but we know that this didn't happen. And it's a question that always bugged me. What if and why didn't the Emperor heal Vader all the way? We saw him looking. We saw that he was trying to heal him, like the Jedi. What would have and I get why, and he didn't heal him all the way. And this is if he was healed all the way by um because I personally like um Vader Vader being looking like Anakin without his hair. Um Truthfully. So and without the suit. I get why he knew that, well, if I if I don't heal him and have him put in a suit, that um he'll die. But well, what if you healed him all the way and he didn't need the suit? And I know, well, maybe he thought, well, he could potentially jump me and betray me and figure out on his own that Luke and Leia were his kids and decided to train them into the light side in the ways of the Force of the light side instead of staying on the dark side. And that might be the push, knowing that he had kids, knowing that he to change his ways. Yeah, he might kill Emperor Palpatine before Palpatine had a chance to, knowing that he was fully strengthened back up to, and now figuring out um what really was going on. But or him still staying in the dark side. He might not be as strong as or as feared in the dark side as he would have been in the original trilogy with the suit and stuff. But to me, he would have people knowing, hey, this is still our master no matter what he looks like. He is still Anakin. No matter dark side, light side, whatever. So, anyway, get back to the theory. Or I was still talking about the theory. Sort of. Anyway. Theory, that's one of the theories. With all the damage that he received from the Force Lightning at the end of the trilogy in his suit, what if he lived and from all of it, and you basically saw it in the other YouTubers' perspective. Sent before I put the twist. What if he didn't have his suit? What if he was basically still Anakin but burnt skin and no hair. Anyway, same timeline now, same timeline, except for he lives and he has the suit, of course. But anyway, he lives, and here's the twist, instead of him having to run away with Luke, he rebuilds the Empire with Luke and rebuilds the Jedi Temple and rebuilds not the Death Star, but rebuilds the Star Destroyers and turns them back into the Clone Wars Star Destroyers that we grew up and loved, all of you older generation Star Wars who loved the Clone Wars and the original trilogy Star Wars ships. The ships from basically saying rebuilt turned the ships back into the third movie Star Destroyers. Used the new clone troopers because they didn't have new stormtroopers, turned them back into, well, still there's clone stormtroopers, but they're gave them the old clone trooper helmets. Like Commander Rats. Name one Commander Rats. Basically saying brought back the Clone Wars and the new Clone Wars and the new Empire, and then is eventually a new Sith Lord would rise to power. And instead of being named Master by the Masters on the old Jedi Order, he ranked himself the rank of Master. In fact, Obi-Wan and Yoda, Force Ghost Yoda, ranked him master. And that meant Vader could finally die in peace, but in happiness, but he didn't die. He kept living on, trying to improve the new Jedi order and trained the new recruited clone stormtroopers. There were some stormtroopers that would follow the new order and became the new order stormtroopers. But by this time, instead of the Last Jedi being the Last Jedi and the A New Hope would, or the last Star Wars movie would, the sixth movie would really be the new A New Hope. There would be a New Hope, I think. And then instead of wrapping it up where the Jedi were but there was only one Jedi, Luke. There would be several Jedi. And instead of Kylo Ren turning to the dark side, and maybe he would still turn to the dark side, but instead of the new Jedi temple being burnt down and the old Jedi temple being burnt down, he would just give up training and leave and turn to the dark side. He would leave peacefully, not understanding what Luke was trying to teach him, not understanding what Anakin was trying to teach him. Because in this timeline, instead of Vader, it would be Anakin. Now, not Vader. And Vader would be trying to tell him, his nephew or grandson, that he used to be evil. He used to be known as Vader. Now known as Anakin once again. And now being able to be upgraded, he decided to upgrade his suit where he could breathe without the suit. Or he was finally healed to the point that he could breathe without his suit. And he went to a wig shop, got himself a wig. And or the doctor droids were able to find a way to regrow some hair particles on his head, giving him hair once again. So now he looked more like Anakin once again. And he looked more like Luke once again. And he left Luke and Leia with some great memories of their dad. And told them of the good old days when with Obi-Wan and Yoda. Especially Luke. Luke would understand Yoda. Now remembering how those days were somewhat better days for him than being on the dark side. Telling Luke that being on the dark side was hard and painful. And he was glad that Luke chose not to turn to the dark side. It was still sad that his mother and his wife passed on, but he was happy to know that his children would live on. He died of really, really old age, telling Luke, "Don't worry, I will be back. Thank you. So, anyway, bye guys. Love you. Bye. Hope you like this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, comment down below. Yeah, but let's get 1,000 likes, 1,000 subs, 1,000 views on this video. Bye.